The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Hey guys, I'm Whitney Port and this is With Wit. A lot of you may know me from reality TV, and the reality is a lot's happened since the hills. With Wit is dedicated to having real, raw, and occasionally ridiculous conversations with the people who have had a profound impact on me. Life-changing moments, life-changing people. Because on With Wit, very little is off limits. Timmy, let's just start off with a question that we ask each other every day.
Okay.
How'd you sleep last night?
I slept great. To pat myself on the back, I'm a great sleeper, and I'm really proud of that. Like I know I like to sleep on my side with my hand under my pillow. Like I just know I don't like my knees touching, and I can just hang on to my tiredness like if Sunny wakes us up or I have to pee or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Does your
Shine.
mind ever race before you go to bed? Like, is that ever an issue?
Not never, but no. And also since I've been meditating, my mind hasn't been racing.
That's really nice. I feel like for me, falling asleep is usually pretty easy. Like when we're watching something, I'm usually the first one to fall asleep. It's not the falling asleep for me that's the issue. It's the waking up in the middle of the night and then not being able to fall back to sleep. And I used to be a pretty good sleeper, and now I feel like I'm losing that skill. But we've talked to you guys about this chocolate before, but there's this new type of FX chocolate called FX Chocolate Dream that I've been trying. That's
I
actually
saw that.
it's actually really been helping. My best friend's brother does the marketing for them, and he's like, you have to try this. We just started this new chocolate company. It's not just chocolate. It has all these amazing nutritional benefits. We tried a bunch of their chocolates, and then they just came out with this FX Chocolate Dream, and it has melatonin in it. You know about melatonin?
Yeah.
Okay, so melatonin is
It helps you sleep.
yeah, so it's well, it's naturally produced by the brain to help regulate your sleep by controlling the body's circadian rhythm, but it also supports healthy immune and stress responses. But like your body's supposed to
Like make
form
it.
it, but sometimes your body may not make it at the rate that you want it to, and so you
Right.
take supplements.
Right.
So it has melatonin in it. It has 5-HTP.
I tried 4-HTP and I did not like it. I thought it could have used another HTP.
So it's
It's good that they have 5-HTP.
Yeah,
now.
so 5-HTP. And you guys, I'm also reading this just because I want to make sure that I tell you scientifically exactly what's in this,
You
because
did-
I think
you
it's
did some
important.
homework.
Yeah,
Good for
I don't want to
you.
just like talk to you about it and then pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Like I want to show the science
You're
behind
citing
something.
your work.
So it's a serotonin builder, and it's known to help stabilize mood, feelings of well-being, and happiness.
That's fantastic. I think like also you kind of like work yourself to the bone all day and then like fall asleep from being so tired, and like maybe there's a balance of like during the day that will help keep you asleep or like give you better sleep, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's so many things that I could do differently to make sure that I'm sleeping better at night. But I also have like a little sweet tooth, but I don't want to have a big dessert. So I feel like this
That's
is a
good.
really good option for me to have before bed, because then it also has these other things in it that can
Right.
help me sleep.
And I like to end on no, I don't. I was gonna say on sweet, but I really like to end on sweet salty. That combo is the ending. That couplet.
Timmy likes to immediately after dinner have a piece of chocolate, and then he needs to have a pretzel or something salty or a chip, and then
Hungry right
another
now.
piece of chocolate, but then he can't end there. It has to then end with a chip. So that's a four
Yes, it's
doser
a double
after.
couplet.
There's also cacao and allulose. Cacao, you guys know what cacao is.
It's like Kit Kat.
And it's made from cacao bean, and it's packed with potent plant compounds. And then there's allulose, which I never heard of before, but it's a natural sweetening agent. So there's no like weird fake sugars or anything. No bitterness and none of that unpleasant aftertaste that I know, Timmy, you always get from like those fake sugars. Anyways, if any of you guys are struggling with your sleep right now and you also have a sweet tooth, go to fxchocolate.com and use code WIT for 20% off. This morning, I asked all of our followers and listeners and community, cult community, which you guys,
Ooh.
we haven't even promoted
We haven't.
that the new merch round 2 is on the website and the cult community shirt is on the website. We haven't even told anybody that it's on the website. Are you going to tell people at the live today?
Sure.
Okay.
But yes, I was just figuring once everything was up, like you would post or we would go live and talk about it. But yes, there's so much good merch for you to buy.
So much good merch. The first batch of questions, and thank you, Annie, for organizing them, is about our relationship.
Okay. Intimate details.
Not intimate detail. I don't think it's too intimate. I tried not to choose ones that were gonna like really
make me blush.
Yeah.
And good thing is I have a red ass face, so you can't even tell.
This guy the other day at the park, I overheard Timmy like justifying his red face. I think he was just like, "You look tan," and instead of Timmy just simply taking the compliment, he has to tell the person that no, it's not a tan. It's just my skin condition.
I should 100% just say thank you and move on.
Yeah.
I will. I'm sorry.
Maybe you're hoping that someone
Well,
will
be
have
like,
the
I'm a
solution.
fucking doctor. Sorry for cursing. We don't curse on this.
Yeah, we curse.
Oh, I don't want to curse. I don't want to be a cursor.
Just curse whenever you feel necessary. You don't need to be a cursor.
Okay, you're fucking right.
What was your first dance song at your wedding? At your wedding?
Hours. When he's always like, I'm going to my room. And I was like, cool, do I have a room?
I'm working on that. I'm working on that.
Yeah, we're all work in progress.
Yeah.
Do better.
WIP.
Do better. No, I'm kidding. I don't care that you say that. Our first, we danced to, can we play it?
I don't know if I'll have the rights, but right down the line.
Gary Rafferty's
Yeah.
Right Down the Line or Down the Line.
I think it's Right Down the Line. Timmy was really the music curator behind our wedding. Even though DJ Smiles Davis was the DJ, Timmy really like created the playlists.
I created the playlist for, but you and Smiles Davis like did the party, chose the music like for the party.
Yeah. Because Timmy's, he will dance with me on the dance floor.
I
Don't
will.
get me wrong.
I will.
He will dance and he will act like he's loving it, even if he's not. But he's not really going to choose the dance songs, right?
That's true. That's true. Okay,
That's
so this
Tread.
is what? That's what? That's Troy.
I
That's Troy. That's a lot like my friend Troy.
put your mic up to the speaker. Enter Whitney and Tim, the newlyweds.
No, DJ Smiles Davis was like, here comes like Whitney and Tim Rosenstein. I was like, fucking bitch. You fucking blew it. She's like, Ray Resmanson. My dad was like, who's paying you? I need your love. You got that hold over me. Song is so good.
Now he's doing karaoke.
In my life, you know that I'll never leave.
Let's just get into the chorus, right?
I had
No. Keep it.
Oh,
Keep
let's sing
playing
into
through
the chorus. It's when you, woman, right down the line. I don't even know any other Garrity Rafferty songs. This was just felt so right.
I wonder what made you choose this. Did we just hear it one day and we were like, this song is so good, and then it just reminded us of each other?
No, I think I played it for you and was like, do you like this? And you were like, I love it. And I was like, me too. And we
That's
just
nice.
chose it. But we have so many songs that are personal to us.
Yeah, we do.
Right down the line. Just wanna say this is my way of telling you everything I could never say before. Yeah, this is my way of telling you everything. I'm loving you much more. All right.
You believe
Right?
in me.
So
Yeah, I
good.
love it. I love it so much. And now a word from our brand partner. I am so excited to be partnering with And Other Stories. I have loved them for so long, and I remember them opening up in Manhattan for the first time, and that's where I first found them, and I was like, "This brand is so cute." So, And Other Stories has the cutest spring stuff. I'm on their site right now. This relaxed ruffle cuff blouse in like this blue and white check is so cute. It has the puffy shoulders that I like. And I feel like paired with a cute pair of boyfriend jeans or like cute jean shorts is so cute. They are right now, especially a spring style destination with collections from 3 ateliers based in Stockholm, Paris, and Los Angeles. So Stockholm looks are like more of a minimalist, type dreamer situation inspired by the city's reawakening after a very long and cold and dark winter. And then the Paris atelier offers an effortlessly feminine look with like romantic prints and florals and really pretty silhouettes. And then the LA collection captures the confidence and like that glamour and that happy, springy, bright outlook of California beach type girl. So, And Other Stories for a limited time only is offering you guys 15% off your entire order on stories.com with code WIT. This offer is valid in the United States only. So again, take 15% off your entire order on stories.com with the code WIT. It's so cute and so quality. So go check them out. This episode of With Wit is brought to you by Bright Cellars, a wine club that lets you skip the store and brings personalized wines right to your door. They are offering you 50% off your first 6-bottle box by going to brightcellars.com/withwit. All right. So you guys don't even know about Bright Cellars, or maybe you do because I've actually talked to you a bit before about them. But if you're new here, then you're new to Bright Cellars. It's a wine subscription service that helps you find wines you love without the normal intimidation and wine like pretentiousness that you feel like you're used to, and you feel a little bit uncomfortable asking a sommelier like what to recommend or what your taste is all about. You don't have to worry about this with them. If you're a new wine drinker or someone who's been drinking wine for years, Bright Cellars will pair you with wines you love and provide a super unique experience. And they're also offering you 50% off your first 6-bottle box. They also have a really cool wine education and wine experience situation. So each Bright Cellars box offers a really unique experience with education cards, wine education cards. And they talk about the region of each wine and tasting notes, serving temperatures, food pairings, and so many other things. So it's so nice. Like I always wanted to go to a wine class. So we are giving you 50% off your first 6-bottle orders from Bright Cellars by going to brightcellars.com/withwit. That's Bright Cellars, CELLARS.com/withwit. You can take their 7-question quiz to get your wine matches and receive 50% off your first 6-bottle order. And now back to our chat. Okay, next question is more of like a general question.
Because that one was straight up specific.
Yeah, very easy to answer. I did not know it was going to take 5 minutes.
Whatever, dude. I like to just go.
Yeah.
I just like to podcast and then never stop.
I
podcasting.
know. It's the same with lives. You love producing content.
Well, we're just
Thank God for
chatting
you.
and we're great at chatting.
That's true. This is
and
like a date for us.
this is what people maybe I think like to hear. Some
Tell us.
natural ass shit.
Tell us, you guys. Do you like this? All right, Timmy, what's it like for you living in the Port Rosamond household?
Oh, extremely general. Like, what's life like?
Yeah.
Right now, life in the Port Rosamond household, for me, living in it is great. I feel like our roles are a bit more defined and our responsibilities are a bit more defined now that like COVID is easing off and it's not like all hands on deck 100% of the time.
Mhm.
And it's great. I'm feeling good
Mhm.
about like the amount that I contribute compared to the amount of time I take for myself.
Mhm.
And hopefully that like the time I'm taking for myself is spent really efficiently so that I can like come back and like
Feel whole.
yeah, like contribute in the best way and like not be like a downer or in a bad mood or like bring any negativity
Mhm.
towards the household. Now,
Mhm.
like obviously I'm not that's not I don't bat 1,000 on that
Who
one,
does? Who
but I'm
does?
just like actively thinking along those lines.
Yeah. I am with you. I finally feel like after for me, what feels like more than just this year, but like 9 years, probably even more of that, of really needing therapy and medication and meditation and
Mhm.
yoga. Like,
Mhm.
I finally feel like I am doing it consistently and I'm
Mhm.
finally feeling different. Like,
Like
I
you're reaping the
actually
benefits.
really feel different. And I am so proud of myself. Like, I know this is so silly, but
I bet this is not going to be silly.
even how I felt with you having that night, like going out with your friends and then having fun with Adrian and
Uh-huh.
then allowing you to have that space and that solo time and not feel like it was anything against me or towards me or like I couldn't sleep or then the next morning had resentment towards you for like I didn't have any of those feelings because I have figured out how to talk myself out of those feelings which are completely self-imposed and I was so proud of myself. Like I didn't even feel those. I didn't even feel any of that feeling. And
Yeah.
maybe it was because you were right
Right.
here, like
Yeah.
in the backyard hanging out. And so I felt like more in control of the situation, but still
But even
like,
still, the next day, I was, like, out for the count and, like, you know, you helped me instead of being like, "Ugh," and, like, also you're not available to, like, help out, like, you
yeah,
were so easygoing about me being out for the count. It was, like, the complete opposite of that big fight we got into during quarantine when I had stayed up and then the next morning was hungover and you were mad at me for it, and I was
yeah,
mad at you for being mad at me, and,
yeah,
I mean, I exhibited plenty of bad behavior in that fight. I'm not blaming in any
yeah.
way, but it was really nice and appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, and I just think that it doesn't only pertain to us having a hangover and being out for the count, but I feel like we're doing that with everything, like how we've been communicating and how we've been giving each other space and like not resenting the alone time. I don't know, at least for me, like I feel the only negative stuff I feel right now is
Mhm.
more just like the
It's about my haircut,
N no.
the burping.
Like, the stress of doing the things in a business that I don't feel cut out to do, like, reading over contracts and negotiating deals and all the minutia of, like,
Mhm.
connecting business managers with agents and sending invoices and,
Mhm.
like, that's the stuff that I get, like, ugh, like, annoyed and resentful towards, and that can put me in a mood, and I don't
Mhm.
want that to rub off on you, but that's really the only stuff that's bothering me right now, and I feel like that's pretty great, and I feel guilty for even complaining
Just
about
take the guilt
that.
out. Let's take just fucking rewind 30 seconds. Don't feel guilty about it because that's not a good feeling to have.
Mhm.
That's not a helpful feeling. Like,
Mhm.
I understand not wanting to do the stuff that you might consider is out of your depth, but, like, you're gonna learn how to do it, and it's gonna be like another feather in your cap. Like, you're
Mhm.
basically like, it's just like CEO problems, and, like,
Mhm.
that's a good problem to have.
Mhm.
That ended up being a good question.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's just, like, generally how we're feeling right now. Pound it. Okay. Okay. What's our favorite thing about each other?
Hmm.
I know
Hmm.
mine.
My favorite thing about Whitney is her silliness. You're silly.
I am silly.
Like, when Whitney is I mean, she's lots of things, and she's not silly all the time, but, like, when she's feeling comfortable and she lets her silliness out, it, like I can see like, 10-year-old kid in Whitney who, like, was probably nothing but happy all the time, and I'm like, "That is such a great feeling to, have the" like, I feel like I got lucky to be just in the realm of someone who has that kind of light.
That's
What?
so
Oh my
sweet. He
God.
just had to stand
Yeah.
up to give himself a little
Yeah.
go. That's so sweet. I similarly say, okay, there's two things.
Are you going to cry?
No, but one is obviously just how funny you are. Cause for me, like humor is really one of the most important things in my happiness. Like Timmy I've literally almost died 3 times this past 2 months choking because he's made me laugh while I'm eating my food. Like, it will
Sometimes you could
stand the
take it too
test
far.
of time. Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes it can go from good to bad.
Like, you'll be funny forever, and, like, I'll be able to be on the other end of that forever. Like, how lucky am I?
Extremely
Like,
lucky.
we won't be good looking forever.
Speak for yourself.
We
I understand what you're
You
saying, but
you
like
know, but,
this,
like
it doesn't. Time won't change me being funny. Although
Yeah.
old people can be funny. My grandfather was funny.
Yeah, as long as you
Aren't an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. But that, and then also just the trust I have in your opinion. I have 3 things actually.
Yes. You know who stop at 3?
Yeah, the trust I have in your opinion
I just
is
said who stop at 3. That was not fuck.
I didn't even notice.
But that's because you're so blinded by all the love, the feelings you're having for me right now.
I just Okay, it's really, really, really settling to have a partner who you just feel like always knows the right approach, like knows how to handle a situation in a fair way. And at least according to me, I feel like you are that person, and I feel so lucky that I get you to bounce things off of, because I would want you as like a therapist or a doctor, or you're just someone that people trust because you just have such a good outlook on what's actually happening.
Yeah, thank you. And like, as someone who has like doubts and issues just like everyone else, you often wonder if like you're reading the situation right, or you got into a fight with someone. Was it your fault? Are you right to be angry because it was their fault? So I question that about myself sometimes. So it's nice to hear that you think I'm seeing things, and
Yeah.
it's nice to like that I think you see things the way I do. So it makes you feel like grounded in a real reality that someone else can confirm. Yes, like you are seeing that person was giving you shade or like whatever.
Yeah. But the third thing was
Yes, maybe there's a fourth.
well, like the physicality of our relationship.
Like you like my muscles.
Like I just love your scent and your touch and your feel, and like you just feel when I can smell you or when I hug you, it just feels like I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Dude, do you think people had to pull over to fucking cry?
Maybe.
Oh my God.
I'm getting choked up.
It's probably going to be the best podcast we've ever
I
done.
know. All right. What's one thing you guys find yourself arguing about over and over again? We haven't really been arguing that much lately, but projecting our own moods onto each other. Like if you're in a bad mood, like if Timmy's in a bad mood, I just take it personally, and so I think it's me. Ooh, Sunny's home.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It's like, and I'm trying to figure out how to put it into words, but we'll misunderstand each other's sort of motivations or feelings, and then be convinced that we're right. And it's like, oh, like you did something passive aggressive, and the other person's like, no, like you just took it the wrong way. And like those sort of misunderstandings. Does that explain it?
Yes.
We haven't been arguing lately because we're giving each other a lot more of the benefit of the doubt, and like we are imperfect people. So like every day there could be a tone or a missed please or thank you, or a look of annoyance, because like those feelings of anger pop into your head real quick. But we're both actively trying to, instead of shooting the look, or if we do shoot the look, the other person gives that person some grace and says, all right, well, that probably was just a weak moment for them. It's not indicative of a whole bigger thing that needs to become a fight, which is what we would used to do.
Yeah, and I feel like I have some trust issues, and so even when he would tell me it wasn't me, I would just keep on telling him that I knew it was me. I knew he was annoyed at me, and I think that is we would go in this circle over and over and
It's like, no, I'm
over.
not annoyed, but if you keep
Yeah.
insisting I'm annoyed with you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be annoyed now.
Yeah, exactly.
But pound, to us,
Pound
props,
yeah.
pound to us. Do people say that?
Pound to us. We can say whatever we wanna
Right.
say.
I invented my own lingo.
Pound to us.
Pound to us, pound to you guys for listening.
Yeah. And now a word from our brand partner. So I've been talking to you guys a little bit about Pipette. We are loaded with Pipette products because Sonny's skin, as he's getting older, is actually getting more and more sensitive. And Pipette has the best products for sensitive skin. They are a clean baby and mom care brand with a mission to give every family the best start. Any parent obviously wants what's best for their children, and that includes only the safest products on their super delicate skin. Pipette has quickly become a customer favorite for its super gentle baby lotions, oils, washes, and right now you can score 30% off its entire collection of personal care items. They have really set the standard of clean and best performing products. So they use this key ingredient called squalane, which Timmy and I use on our skin religiously. And squalane is just so moisturizing and so gentle. It's like the ultimate moisturizer. It helps really keep in baby's built-in moisturizer. So if you are in the search or on the search for new baby or toddler skin products, visit pipettebaby.com and get 30% off with code WITHWIT. That's Pipette Baby, PIPETTEBABY.com and get 30% off with the code WITHWIT. Trying to balance work, home, relationships, feelings, emotions, thoughts, mistrust, whatever, everything else is challenging for everyone. And so many of our normal support systems are no longer in place. So I'm really so happy and grateful to be working with Talkspace because they really help give you the support you're missing right now. So you work with a therapist and having someone to talk to through your worries and really help prioritize what's important to you and what you should be spending your time thinking about can work wonders. I swear I have taken therapy seriously now for about 2 months, I'd say. I've been doing it once a week, not even that long at all. And it has drastically changed my way of thinking. Having a place to talk about stuff that I may be afraid to talk about is so freeing for me. And sometimes I'm like, oh, do I really want to do this? But then after you do it, you feel so good and you feel like such a release. And so Talkspace makes it easy for you, and you can really seek out a little extra help for our busy, demanding lives. It's the #1 online therapy platform that has thousands of licensed therapists trained in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, relationships, and so much more. Your therapist can help you really set and achieve your own personal goals. Instead of waiting for an appointment, you can send unlimited messages to your therapist 24/7 and they'll engage with you daily, 5 days a week. For all of you out there, you will get $100 off your first month with Talkspace. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com and make sure to use the code WITHWIT to get $100 off of your first month and show your support for the show. So that's WITHWIT and Talkspace.com. And now back to our chat. That kind of leads us to the next question was, how do you navigate blowout fights, which we're figuring out. I think we have gotten better at it. We are trying not to be so reactive. So if Timmy feels like he's going to get really angry about something, he takes a breather before we get into it, or we just are trying to give each other time before we actually discuss it, because I think in the heat of the moment is never really the right time to have a productive conversation.
Completely agree.
What's your favorite thing to do with me?
Sexual
Yeah, that's what I
intercourse.
figured.
No, I'm kidding. I mean,
Yeah, like, that's fine. You can say that. It's an emotional and physical
it
connection.
just rules, dude. It
Yeah.
rules. It's awesome. It rules. Like, I love you. I like when we're basically one person. Other than that, like, watch TV.
Yeah, same.
Like,
How do you navigate when I'm dealing with, like, my family issues? Like, how do you try to not form an opinion and be fair and not hold anything against anyone when I, like, vent to you about stuff? Because I think a lot of people have, not that you have issues with my family at all, but, like, everybody
it's a really
does.
good question
Yeah.
because you vent to your partner about your family, and
Yeah.
that could change their opinion of your family, which is not what you want. Like, you
Right.
just want them to have a positive opinion on your family.
Yep.
I don't think I've always done such a great job at this. I think I've indulged you in, venting about your family, and then kind of gotten upset with them for like hurting the person I care the most about, when I should have been trying to see their side so that it would sort of lessen whatever issue was going on between you. I think I'm too quick to take your side and then feel angry towards them.
I think that you used to do that, but I think as you've gotten older, you're maturing more and you're opening up your mind to seeing, like, 2 sides of the story, and you've actually been really helpful for me in being like, is that what happened, or is that what you think happened?
The other thing, honestly, is like I'm not indulging you as much in talking about them,
Yeah.
because I also think just not talking about it, like, it'll kinda go away,
Yeah.
or, like, you'll vent to someone else about it. Not that I don't wanna be there for you, but, like, I don't just wanna be the vent guy,
I
you know?
know.
Not that I am, I'm not saying I am. Is that okay? I hope that doesn't upset you. I don't want it to seem like I'm not there for you.
No, I think that in terms of my family, I don't think you should indulge a lot of the stuff that I say, because I feel like that's just me getting emotional about stuff and it's not really a big deal. I think everything's kind of a big deal when it comes to them, just because I think I have, like, some post-traumatic stress. All right, let's do 2 Sunny questions,
Sure.
and then we'll wrap up. How do you deal with Sunny tantrums?
Ugh, not in the best way. I mean, my therapist was like, "Don't match his energy," which is, I think, the right advice, but that's not always the case. I mean, I try and ignore him and stay calm, but, like, the other day in the car, like, I yelled. I was like, "Sonny!" Like, like, he was, like, screaming for me to turn around. We were, like, all the way to school, and he was like, "I want a different, like, sunglasses," like,
Mhm,
whatever, and he
mhm.
was just, like, screaming, like, "Turn around, turn around." I was trying to ignore and, like, not even be like, "Sonny," like I was in the beginning. I was like, "Sonny,
Mhm.
like, we have to go to school now, like, we don't have time to turn around," and then he was like, "Why?" And, like, yelling, and so I just stopped, and I ignored him, and then he threw a car, like a little toy car, and it hit me in the face, and I was like, "Sonny!"
Yeah.
I felt bad for that, but I wish I had just continued to ignore, and then when we got there, just given him to someone else.
Yeah, I think the it may not be the easiest, but smartest thing to do is to just, like, let them have it and, like, give them their space to have it, and then reason with them when they
Yeah, I
are
mean,
done having it.
the
Um,
teachers at his school taught us about how whatever part of his brain when he's having a tantrum is, like, physically incapable of receiving logic, so
mhm,
don't waste your time. I mean,
mhm.
I believe that.
I do too. Right now, I feel like my issue with him is, like, before I was able to give him 2 choices, and he would choose one and stick with it, and now I feel like the choices thing isn't working, and he's just doing, like, what he wants to do. Not all the time, but specifically getting out of the pool the past 2 days has been a challenge.
Well, so he wouldn't get out and like, yeah, you can give him choices. You call it choices, or you could threaten him, which
Mhm.
that's what really people should be calling it, because that's what
Mhm.
it is. If you're like, you don't get out of the pool, you're not gonna get dessert. And he just like all of a sudden doesn't care about dessert.
Right, like yesterday I was like, "No TV for the rest of the day," and he's like, "But TV tomorrow?" And then I was like, because he knows that there's only so many hours left in the day, like, he just knows how to manipulate a deal
Well,
or
that
negotiate a
you have to choose something better on the other side
Mhm.
of like you get out, or I don't, or X. Like I don't know what it would be, because we don't want to live up to no TV for the next 2 days, because like sometimes we got to put TV on for him.
Yeah.
But in the pool case, like deal making wasn't happening. Oh, here he is. Come here. We're recording a
What
podcast.
happened
Say
to
hi.
your
Hi.
Tell him what's on your face.
That's the Spider-Man.
Oh, you have Spider-Man painted on
Mhm.
your face?
Yeah.
Did you have so much fun with your cousins?
Mhm. All of them did it.
Oh, she painted
Hi.
your face?
Mhm.
You did a great job.
Hi.
We're
Hi.
recording it into there, and then people are going to listen to it.
Mhm.
Say, "Hi, my name is Sunny."
Hi, my name is Sunny.
Oh, wait, just the last thing about the pool.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing deals. So I said, Sonny, like either you get out of the pool on your own, or I'm going to come in and get you. And like at some point, you do kind of have to just pick him up, put him under your arm, and like get it going.
Mhm.
we
Well,
go.
we're gonna
We're gonna
figure
go.
him out and figure out his situation, and then we'll be back next week. Say bye.
Bye. Love you.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you loved this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. I'd love to hear what you think and anything more or even less you'd want to hear about. Tune in every Tuesday for a new episode. If you want to know more about what I'm up to, you can find me on Instagram at Whitney Eve Port, my website, whitneyport.com, and my YouTube channel, Whitney Port. Peace in the streets.